Hey, this is Mass X, bringing you another Bleach Immortal Souls video. Today's video, I'm going to be doing a team focus on Vermilion Bird Sage Hall. As you probably are aware, Vermilion Bird Sage Hall, if you create a team with the full 3 Vermilion birds, including Nell of course, and one of each of the others, you get a decrease in damage for the first 2 rounds at 34%, and you recover 120 rage after using a rage skill. I personally love the Vermilion Bird Sage Hall effects, as well as the teams that you can use with it. What I really like when I play that team is the characters I generally use is of course Nell. She's a powerhouse. You can't go wrong with her. My other Vermilion birds that I use with it most of the time is Shinji. I think he's incredibly underrated. He's a beast if he's built right. And currently, Eucoria version 1 is who I prefer at the moment on the front line. He's a good tank, does decent damage, he heals himself, can't go wrong with him. Now those 3 generally don't change on my Vermilion Bird Sage Hall. The ones that are more interchangeable are the 1-eaches. I currently, my preferential team, I use Yama, and then generally White Ichigo, and last but not least, I use Mayuri. Mayuri with his paralyze and poison. Use him front line as a tank. I think he does well in that position, so that's why I like him. White Ichigo I use for the damage, of course, and going off round 1. Yama for the damage, full team damage, and going round 1. And then I usually put my front line is usually Eucoria version 1, Mayuri, and my Nell's kind of tanky, so I put her in the middle slot in front run. And then my back row is White Ichigo, Yama, and Shinji. That's who I prefer to run. I can show you some examples. I'll just pick the finals. So as you can see, get Yama going off first. White Ichigo. Having them do as much damage as possible, and then doing the cleanup. Let's see if I can do another battle here real quick. As you can see, I don't change this team up. They've done me pretty well. More often than not, I'll get at least 1 to 2 stuns and 1 to 2 silences. So if I can get 4 characters on the team that are not going to be able to rage on me, I'm happy. That's one of my biggest gripes right now. The new Ichigo, I just don't think he's prepared to be a main character yet. He needs his bonds. He really does. But that grouping, that particular team, I found great success with. You're not going to take hardly any damage the first 2 rounds. You get some rage back when you attack, rage attack. So you're setting yourself up to be able to go off sooner, mattering on that particular character. I think it's a win-win. I mean, you can interchange those slots. I've seen a lot of people instead of Mayuri use Kensei on the front line because he's such a great tanker. Your front line's just got to protect. If your Nell's not strong enough, then you're probably maybe looking at putting someone else in that front line. You could, instead of, let's take a look here. Instead of White Ichigo, if you needed to, you could put Byakuya on the front line. He can tank well if he's set up properly. I don't think I'd take Yama out. I find too much success with Yama in that front line, so I don't think I would change him. The ones to me that are definitely interchangeable though are Mayuri. If you just don't have him or he's not strong enough. Because Kuraku, Kensei, I mean, even Urahara on that front line, if you wanted to do Unicide, just to give you even more damage reduction, any of those would work fine with that setup, in my opinion. But that's just a quick look, my little quick overview of Vermilion Sage Hall. It's probably my favorite currently. I like them all, but so far that one's been the most consistently successful for me, at least. If you got any questions, or comments, or suggestions for content, let me know. Hopefully we're going to get some new content here in the next week or two. I know they just gave us a story level and this treasure hunt thing, but I want something new. So I'm kind of biting my tongue and hoping to see we get either squad battles or some other new content that's different than what we've had before. Thanks again. Like or comment if you appreciated this video. Have a great day.